Good evening, everyone. It's been a while, hasn't it? I hope you're all doing very well. This is the first voting stream that I've been streaming for quite some time now on my channel, and I will be completely honest with you all. I've been terrible in keeping up with the national finals as of late. I don't really know what the reason for it was. I think probably I just got overwhelmed by the amount of them and the amount of songs and the amount of time it took up to just keep up with everything. So I had to just check out. But I am back for the final one, I guess we'll say. He is alive indeed. This is the final Super Saturday that was this year for Eurovision 2025. The final for Sweden, Portugal, and San Marino all took place last Saturday. And some people are happy with the winners, some people are not happy with the winners, and it feels like it's mostly like in certain countries there is a higher satisfactory percentage than in others. But for one thing, it seems like a lot of people are happy about the Swedish outcome. We will, however, see if that outcome will be replicated in tonight's little voting. I'll actually, because I just realized, let's actually make this a little bit larger so that your messages take up more space of the screen. Because why not? Nice to see everyone back as well. It's all happy vibes these days, I hope. And I hope... what was I supposed to say? I have no idea. It's all happy vibes these days, I hope. I'm kind of in the middle of making song reviews for Eurovision songs, the ones that have actually been picked. But I'm kind of, tempted to just take a look now tonight at what we would have picked in the three final national finals, of course. I did make sure to catch up with both Portugal and San Marino, their national finals. I actually did that today. Of course, like the Portuguese, like Festival da Canção, I was very well aware of the songs that were in it. I just hadn't watched the live performances. People need to stop complaining, take a break, maybe take a sauna. Yeah, why not? But of course, I watched Melody Festival and I've watched all of that and I've loved it this year. Festival da Canção, I made sure to watch all of the songs today, and I watched all of the San Marino final thing today as well. So I've only heard those songs once, so maybe my votes won't be that accurate considering what I will think if I listen to them again, and watch them again. But for now, it's gotta do. We've gotten plenty of votes today, which is exciting. It's exciting times. So let's actually... I just realized I haven't prepared to get Darren's message up, because of course we're gonna get a confirmation from Darren if we have any votes, and for that I need to put on these. I hope you like By the Way in San Marino. Wasn't that the song that was solely instrumental? It's quite interesting. You watched all of San Marino, you're brave. In all honesty, UVPSM wasn't that... I mean, I watched the 20 songs that were in the final. I haven't watched the 866 songs that I participated in their semifinals. It's just me. But anyway, Darren's in the chat, but we're actually going to hear a little bit of his voice as well. Darren, do we have a few results tonight? Can you update me on this status?
Good evening, Groot. Everyone's been busy voting for the finals in the last Super Saturday of the 2025 national final season, and in total we've had 311 votes from 147 different voters. 64 people managed to vote for all three of the finals that were going on at the weekend, but there was a big difference in the number of votes we had for each of the three finals. So San Marino only had 67 voters, Festival da Canção had 108, and Melody Festival had 136, which is our second highest vote total for any of the national finals this year, only beaten by Finland. So it does actually mean that more than twice as many people voted for Melody Festival as voted for San Marino, which was actually by far the least voted for final of the year. So with that, go Grooty.
How unpredictable that San Marino is going to be the least popular national final of this year. But yeah, some fun little stats there from Darren. Sweden, of course, getting beaten by Finland here, because why not? Only Finland, in terms of the popularity for voting for the national finals. But yeah, we're actually going to start with Sweden, because I believe the order will be the one like they finished in real life. And of course, Sweden was the final that finished first out of the 3. So don't mind me as I just prepare on the screen. Let's make sure that the correct tab is open. Yeah, everything looks good. And if I do that, we see that we got 12 songs in front of us. These were, of course, the songs that were in the real-life Melody Festival and final. If we would have picked them, like the community, it would look differently. For better or for worse, you'll be the judge. I know there would have been... I haven't really been able to keep track that much of what you all have voted for. I haven't really been part of the voting for the semifinal 3, 4, and 5, I think. But I just remember that you all kicked out Show Me What Love Is, and then I just kind of like, okay, then I'm not going to agree with whatever we picked for our final. However, we're going to pick a winner for the Grootty Festivalen 2025. 68 jurors, 68 people making up the televote. Let's find a winner for Sweden, shall we? We're starting with Haza. And Haza will start off with these as the lower points. We got an 8 for Jon Lundvik. And we got a 10 for Scarlett. And the first 12 will go to Kai. There we are. So, Bada Bada Bastu is not only popular in Sweden, it seems. ESC Fan France from Mauritania, the next one to submit some votes here. We got an 8 for Yeeha. We got a 10 for Hush Hush. And we got a 12 for Kai again. Mons is down there on 0 points so far. Meanwhile, Kai is up on 24. Hugo from Sweden. Let's see the Swedish representation. Some points for Mons. And we got an 8 for Erik Segerstedt. We got a 10 for Bada Bada Bastu. And we get a 12 from Hugo to Kamikaze Life, who is off the mark then as well, up on 12 points there. Moving all the way up to 3rd with that. Gnok, or Gnoke, I don't know. Next one to vote here. 8 points to Erik Segerstedt. 10 points to Kai. And this 12 goes to Måns Zelmerlöw. So Revolution up to 3rd there then. Groot, how did they submit their votes? I'd love to contribute next year. You have to join the Discord server, Joey. I hope you will. I think it's linked in the stream description below. Please join. It's all fun times to be a part of this. Mattia Letz gives 12 points to Bada Bada Bastu. Are we already going for a landslide? 93.33% of the maximum possible points so far. Whew. Anne from Czechia, the next one to vote. I just realized Hate You So Much is still on 0. We'll see how long that will be the case. 10 points to Scarlett from Anne and 12 points to Kai. We're 6 jurors in and we already have more points for Kai than we have viewers in the watch-along or the voting stream. Dennis from Czechia. 8 points to Kai. That's a low one considering what they're used to. 10 points to Hush Hush and 12 points to Dolly Style. Yeeha goes up on 20 there then. Next up is Legel Morris, jury number 8. And we got 8 points to Show Me What Love Is, 10 points to Believe Me, and a 12 to Bada Bada Bastu. I think it's... We're getting this one out of the way early, it feels, this national final, because it's not going to be particularly exciting if it keeps up. Hate You So Much just got their first point from Lucario here. If Mons won, imagine me being very sad. Well, no points for Revolution then, I imagine. 12 points to Clara Hammarström. Moving to the top half there, with On and On and On. Mihailo next from Serbia. And the lower points are right there, as you can see. We got 8 points for Clara, 10 points for Meira, and a 12 going to Kai. So yeah, basically Kai are already they have double the amount of points of everyone else in here. Well, Jay Sora next up. Hush Hush being up in 2nd place is a surprising little outcome of this so far, but here we are. 12 points from Jay Sora to Revolution. I think is that the first 12 to Mons? Might be. No, I think it's the 2nd. I don't know. Groot's Grandma up next. We got Clara going up to the top half there now. Not for much longer. Erik takes that place back. Kai with 10 points. And the 12 goes to Mons, who goes all the way up in second place actually with that. That's how tight it is, you know, behind Kai. They're so far ahead, and then everything else is very close. Jorge Costa, 17, gives these as low points. Hush Hush back up in second again, momentarily. And 12 going to Kai. Mera being second as she deserves. You can judge me, Groot. It really was my guilty pleasure of the season. I don't think there's anything guilty about that. I think that's a good song. It's just not, you know, second place for me personally good. But I liked it. I put it 11th, I think, in my Melody Festival ranking this year. Adamski would have put it, well, maybe second. I don't know. Maybe we've missed some of Adamski's favorites in the final. But 12 points to Kai anyway. Next up is Durit. Durit will give these points on the screen. We got an 8 for Believe Me, a 10 for Show Me What Love Is, and a 12 to Bara Bara Bastu. Yes, indeed. 92.22% of the maximum possible points so far for Kai. Could we go for a record here? Heaven Sent broke the record, didn't it? Or I think still the record is Rim Tim Tagidim from last year. I think that's still the record from Dora. But this is looking very promising for Kai. Pris 0415 also gives 12 points to Kai. I need to remind myself of what the record is, because like we're above 90%. It's quite impressive. I just realized that Hate You So Much is actually not in last place anymore. Sanoni is helping out with some points there as well. 12 points to Believe Me from Sanoni. That's for Gresula there, moving up to 4th place. Really didn't think Bora Bora Bastu would get so much appreciation in Gru Division leading like this so early. Yeah, but Jeffrey's not that much of a fan. Only 2 points there from Jeffrey. He prefers Dolly Style and Life Again. That's an unexpected one. Life Again moving 2 places down there at the bottom with that 12. Alright. And I just got a notification on my phone that my next song review is blocked worldwide. Thank you very much, Germany. I love you very much. Taya gives 12 points to On and On and On, moving up to the top half of the scoreboard there, kicking Erik Segerstedt down to the bottom half. Tom Great 1990, next one to vote. Erik's back in the top half. 8 points to Sweden Psycho. 10 points to Revolution. And a 12 going to Bara Bara Bastu. More than 100 points ahead. I mean, it's already in the 200s and no one else is in the hundreds. So, hey. Alipan, kamikaze voter. Well, that's a phrase I like. I approve. It's a bit hee-hee. 12 points to Hush Hush. Okay, Alipan, I see you. I see you. Back up in second goes Hush Hush. Interesting. Diskai Daz. That's good. It's good. Where does the 12 go? Are we a Bastu fan, Darren? We are indeed. 225 points then. Hi. Zdravo mio. Hello, friends. Hello. Voice of the Silent moving 1 place. Believe Me moving 2 places. Show Me What Love Is moving 0 places, and Bora Bora Bastu, of course, also not moving any places because it's already on top. How the turntables, you know. Yusef from Croatia. That's a name I don't recognize. But 13th time on the jury. I'm just not paying attention. Maybe Kamikaze Life with a 10, which means that Hate You So Much is back in last place, and Kai gets another 12. 86.46% of the maximum possible points now, so it's definitely dropped a little bit in the percentage game. How does it feel to beat Ireland's record at Eurovision? Oof. Are we really thinking that Kai has a chance of winning Eurovision? I mean, that would be the most insane thing ever, but Matt Adams gives 12 points to Believe Me. There. Bitty Sauna. It's good. It's good. I approve. Funny gags all around here. 10 points to Hush Hush and 12 points to Kai. Again. We're not even halfway through the jury vote here, but I mean, it's kind of done. Basic pop enjoyer. Let's see what the points go for here then. 8 points to On and On and On. 10 points to Sweden Psycho. And 12 points to Voice of the Silent. Okay, that's the first 12 for Mr. Lundvik, who is down in, what is that, 8th place. Ellie Bod up next. Some points for our 2 bottom songs at the moment. Revolution getting 8. 10 points to John Lundvik. And the 12 to Bora Bora Bastu. Look at that though, like Sweden Psycho, Revolution, Believe Me, On and On and On. They're all separated 1 point each, like that. It's aesthetically very nice. Dr. Segerstedt. I'm... That's good. It's very good. It's very good. I like that. 12 points to Kai. Känner alla dessa känslor. I don't know what that's supposed to be referencing, but sure. John of Yeehaw. Gotta love the fake country music. Indeed. Indeed. Only 1 point to Yeehaw though. The 12 going where? To Kai. Yes. Yes. Alright. Next up is I Am Robot. Realistically, I'd put it between Sweden and Finland, possibly Austria in there too. Are Sweden really like a favorite to win with this? Like, I can't imagine the juries... Oh, well, I can, I suppose. Believe Me getting 12 points from I Am Robot here. So close, like, for second place and down, really. I mean, I didn't really expect the juries in Melodifestivalen to go so heavily for Bora Bora Bastu either. So, I guess anything can happen. JC Eurovision fan gives 12 points to what? To Revolution. It's so close like these. Like, second to 6th. Really. But I mean, like the juries in Melodifestivalen, they ranked Dolly Style 4th, which is just like proof enough that, okay, maybe we're not actually doing our job as it should. Wait, I don't know. Like maybe they have the expectations. Colin gives 12 more points to Kai. You see, maybe like the jurors in Melodifestivalen don't really get these kind of like framework to vote for. You need to prioritize this and this and this in your voting. Maybe they just get like, oh yeah, you come here, just vote for your vibes, because it kind of feels like that, to be honest. Not that I'm, bitter or anything. I'm happy with the results, but I just found that very strange. Show Me What Love has got a 12. That makes me happy. Alex is typing with these as the first points. We got 10 points for Kamikaze Life and 12 going to Bora Bora Bastu. Shocking, I know, right? Sweden is actually starting to run away with the odds right now. Really? Really? That's interesting. Bora Bora Luistu. Yeah, why not? Why not? 12 points to Kai. Yep. Yeehaw beat Believe Me in the juries, which is insane to me. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my point. That's exactly my point, Miguel. Which I just find like, okay, then maybe I prefer vibe voting juries than controlled by rules and criteria juries. See, that's where we're different, because I prefer, like, the public, the televote is already the vibe vote, Wak Wak with 12 more points for Kai there. Eliest Barabastu. Sure. Why not? Maybe more points for Kai, who knows? We got an 8 for Erik, a 10 for Gresula, who's now up in second, actually, and a 12 for Kai. My name was referring to Den Känslan. Ah. Okay. Got it. Senwar Internet. Where do the big points go? 10 to Kai and 12 to Hush Hush. Boom boom chiki chiki. Star Ruby. Next one to vote. From France. We got 8 points for Meira. We got 10 points for Mons. And a 12 to Kai. 86.04% of the maximum possible points. I don't think we're getting for a record then. That's a bit too low, I think. Just vibes in my head. It's me, Adrian, the next one to vote from Sweden. 10 points to Believe Me. And a 12 points Pula Kai. Kai. 425 points. Like, it's... Should we focus on something else? Brie Kimchi's votes will be on screen here, but the excitement game has kind of left a long time ago, really. Jon Lundvik got some points. Congratulations. Kai also got some points, as if they needed them, you know. It's kind of crazy to see how big of a fan favorite it is. I'm more curious who is second place. Yeah, true. Meira still has it, you know. I'm so surprised that that's absolutely... Like, I know it's a big fan favorite, but second place was more than I expected. I have no idea. Wants to put Mons up there, though. Not a big fan of Kai there. I have no idea. Excited to know who will place between second and sixth. Yep, that's kind of where we put our focus. I fail at going to the sauna. Okay. 12 points to Kai, maybe? Yeah. Curious to see if I hate you so much reaches 50 points. Well, after the televote, surely it will get there. I think the interesting part will be like, will it get 100 in total? That's kind of where we put the line, maybe, I guess. Arda here gives 10 points to Hush. Like, Hush Hush could get second here. On and on and on. Got 12. Nothing for Kai from Arda. Sean Banan from Finland somehow. These are the lower points. 8 points to Dolly Style. 10 points to Clara, who's up to third with that. And a 12 for Kai. What do you think of Mons and Jon reactions to Kai's victory? I mean, it's a kind of a tricky little thing because Melodifestivalen has never really had a comedic act win. I mean, the last time it happened was back in 1986. And people were very upset when that happened. I've heard. I wasn't born. But Kai got another 12, by the way. But, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, there is this frame of mind, like a mindset in Sweden that the joke acts don't win and they shouldn't win. So I think it's just mainly like, I think the reaction is based on a surprise. Like, they weren't expecting it to go all the way, and then you kind of get caught up in a moment. More points for Kai, by the way, from Schlager Lucas here. I mean, obviously, I don't think that you should ever kind of discredit a winner. Like, we all need the good vibes. I understand why Mons was upset, but I mean, the way you phrase certain things in the heat of the moment is kind of, you know? He got a 12 here from Jason, by the way. Sorry for kind of shifting focus from the voting here, but I think it's an interesting topic to kind of see like what those comments kind of contained when Kai won, because I see where they come from, even though I disagree with them. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Sean here gives more points for Kai. But yeah, I think Bora Bora Beba, parentheses Ellen. That's good. I approve. 10 points for Mons and 12 to Kai. Mons isn't salty. He already done a video together with Kai where they made a gag together around them winning surprisingly. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of what he said was, you know, hit of the moment stuff, and it kind of got misinterpreted, I think. He's been very open about the fact how much he enjoys Kai. It's just probably like the shocking moment of having been beat, which, you know, it's, yeah. Monchi here gives 12 more points for Kai, by the way. I understand the disappointment. He's just human, but I hope he gets some PR training because the whiny Instagram point was very unnecessary. Yeah, obviously, like, that kind of got blown up to proportion as well because the translating was completely off on it. Clara just got a 12 from Simon, by the way. We definitely have a close battle now between Hush Hush and On and On and On. Those two seem to be the ones fighting for second. His words were twisted, as a lot of the internet likes to do. Yeah, that's part of it as well. Kai got another 12, imagine. I think like the way that he phrased it was a bit clumsy, but at the end of the day, it's spiraling, like it keeps on spiraling. It's kind of like this snowball effect, because the more people spread what has been said, the more and more incorrect it could end up becoming as well. Felipe just made sure that we have a 1 point split between second and third place. So yeah. It's in similar vein to Samantha Mumba throwing a tantrum over the Irish Eurosong result. I mean, Samantha Mumba was kind of correct though. Like, why do we have a jury telling us what's bad about our song and performance when people at home will vote? I mean, that part is just... yeah. We got another 12 for Kai, by the way. Dare_DN from Germany. Only second time on the jury. What have you been doing, DN? You know? Anyway, happy you're here now. Where does the 12 go? Aha! To Clara. He was salty. It's okay that he was upset and sad, but to claim the jury's made a mistake and that people did not want to won't cause they don't want Sweden to win again was a known... What? I don't think he ever said that the jury's made a mistake. He said we'll see if they made the right choice in May. There's a difference between that. I understand where you're coming from, but he never said it's a mistake. At least I think, you know. Krishna from Poland. We have 10 jurors to go here. Just applied for the jury voting. I'm going to be so ready for Eurovision 2026. Happy to see that, Joey. We'll probably have a few other voting. Like, we're doing old watch-alongs as well. Like, old Eurovision years. If you want to be a part of that, you know, that's also on the Discord server. So, it's all happy vibes, you know. Welcome, anyway. Arthur Vandelson gives 10 points to Gresula and 12 to Kai. Almost a 400-point gap. Yeah, we're we're almost on 350. Erik Segerstedt's number 2 fan. Who's the number 1 fan? And Old Melfest watch-alongs. That's true. We gotta do that as well, yeah. Sweden Psycho got 10 and 12 to Show Me What Love Is. But even if Kai gets only 30 points from the juries in May, that does not mean these juries now were wrong, you know. Yeah. Can we stop talking about it now and focus on this nail-biting result? Yes, exactly. Mgua, where do the 12s go? To Kai. No way. Really? I did never see that coming. Now, if you want to talk sore losers in Ireland, you have every single one of Bobby Arlo's reactions ever since Eurosong. Yeah, I saw something about that, the posts on online. Let's not focus on that. Mary sällar sig till bastubröderna också. What? Okay. Yeah, 12 points to Kai. Bruno, happy belated birthday. Happy birthday. Belated one, of course, but still, good vibes. Where do the 12s go, Bruno? To Kai, maybe? No. It's the devil's number now. Bad luck, maybe. What do I know? We only have 4 jurors to go, and I think Hate You So Much has been on 42 points for an eternity, really. Gente di Mare, 27. Puts Life Again ahead of Kamikaze Life. We got some movement going on. 10 points to Kai and a 12 to Scarlet. We've definitely created like this divide between the top 6 and the bottom 6 now as well. Elendil, next one to vote. Kamikaze Life back up ahead of Life Again. Sweden Psycho moving 2 places. Hush Hush down in 5th now. When did that happen? And another 12 for Bara Bara Vastu. Groot, which country do you think has the best chance of winning out of all the songs released? I haven't heard all of the songs released, I'll be completely honest. But from the ones I've heard, I mean, I think Austria has that kind of... It's definitely the song that sounds like, oh, they want to win. Will they? I'm not sure. But it sounds like they really want to. World Sasuri gives 12 points to Bara Bara Bastu, which puts it on 700. Other than that, it seems like Finland's got a lot of hype around it. So that could be it, you know. But I would be very surprised if Sweden ends up doing it. But who knows. Alright. My votes are, of course, on screen there now as well. And I managed to put Jon Lundvik ahead of Dolly Style. My mission is complete. Actually, Jon Lundvik's comments were the most ridiculous. I mean, talk about being dramatic when Sweden one time now sends something else than Radio Pop, and he said the whole contest has changed. I haven't read too much into what he said, but yeah, it does seem like a little bit of an extreme reaction. At the same time, I kind of understand, because again, it is the mindset of thinking what Melodifestivalen is, and it's not like what happens in Melodifestivalen in modern years. It's not really what his mindset, I think, is kind of connected to. like as I said, I don't mind the direction Melodifestivalen is going in, but it's like the old-fashioned way of thinking about Melodifestivalen is that, you know, comedic acts aren't winner-worthy, or whatever you say. That sounds very like black and white. I don't want to express it like that. Yes, I agree. Clumsy comments again. Sounds like a bunch of sore losers. Yep. Okay, anyway, these are the current standings for our Melodifestivalen voting. We got Bora Bora Bastu in the lead. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna stay there. There's no way that anyone is beating it. But at the moment, Klara is in second, Gresula is in third, and we have a tie for fourth between Måns and Meira. And then only 2 points behind that is Scarlett. And I mean, Måns and Meira are only 1 point behind Gresula as well. It's so close down here. Like, if we didn't have Kai, this would have been the most exciting voting. But we do. Then we got Erik in 7th, Jon in 8th, Dolly Style in 9th, and then a very clear bottom 3 of Maja, Annika, and Saga. And let's get to the televote. Jeez, I wonder what's winning. Probably Hate You So Much. Let's see it. 1,000 points for Hate You So Much. How many? 61. That means it's over 100. It got over 100. So I think everyone's gonna get there, because I mean the other ones are, you know, they're so close to 100 already. Life Again gets how many points? 112. Big score. Big score. And next up will be Kamikaze Life to get some points. And Kamikaze Life will get 41. Where did that... What? Okay. Well, it's not finishing last, but that's quite different. That's a big swing from Life Again, of course, who just got points before it. Yeehaw gets 160, which puts it above 300. That could be enough to beat, I guess, Voice of the Silent, but then maybe not a lot else. I don't know. Let's see. Voice of the Silent gets 119. Yeah, that's way less than. So we really put Dolly Style ahead of Jon Lundvik. I'm. You do you, everyone. I disagree with it, but that's fine. Life goes on. Show Me What Love Is will get how many points? 209. Well, we're up in the 400s now. Sweden Psycho next. These are, of course, the top 6, who, of course, are the ones battling for it, really. 330 points for Sweden Psycho, which could put that up a few places, of course. Probably will, to be honest. Let's see. Hush Hush next. 330 for Hush Hush as well. What are the odds? What are the odds? No one is going to pass Buster with televotes, I predict. Yeah, probably not, to be honest. Revolution. Only 299. I think Revolution is going to finish 6th. That's crazy. Okay, Believe Me. How many points? Oh, 217. What's going on here? Huh? Okay. On and on and on. How many points? 367. Yeah, I mean, we don't even need to give Bora Bora Bastu any televote points. We don't need to. We will, but Kai has to get at least 1 televote point to win. And they got 679. Yep. Those are the final standings. That's the way that we would have picked the Melodifestivalen results. Whatever you think of those results, do let me know. I think they are... personally, I definitely prefer the real life results over this, but it's fine. I think, or maybe yeah, I don't know. We have a good winner. I'd say that much, and very much people were very much in agreement with the winner, of course. Yeah, it basically has double the amount of points of anything else. They need more than minus 17 points. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's the end of Melodifestivalen. Like, it's obviously we don't need to do much more. We can take a look at the little analysis here. As you can see, we got 83 12s to Kai. There were actually... Oh, wait, I should zoom it out a little bit like that. There were actually 4 people who didn't blank, or who didn't vote for Kai. There you are. Everyone got 12s. Happy days. Yeah, I don't think I really need to delve into any stats there. We can take a little bit of a look at the 12-point summary. We got 83 12s to Bora Bora Bastu. Here you go. You can take a look at them. Yeah. Then 12 to On and On and On. Those are there. Revolution with 10. Hush Hush with 7. Believe Me with 6. Sweden Psycho with 5. Yeehaw with 4. Can you see all of it? Yeah, you can. Show Me What Love Is with 3. Voice of the Silent with 2. Kamikaze Life with 2. Life Again 1. And Hate You So Much 1. Then, of course, we had some semifinal votings. Semifinal 1, or Heat, I should say. This is so far back in my memory. In the first semifinal, we put Kamikaze Life in last place. Yeah, we wanted to qualify Hush Hush and Voice of the Silent, and we wanted to put Hush Hush first, collectively, you know. I don't remember how many. I think we only voted for 3 songs in these, so that kind of confirms why the number of blank votes are so high. I really think, like I've said it many times before, but I think this semifinal of Melody Festivalen this year was super good. It was really good. Then the second heat, this is of course where we didn't want to put through Erik Segerstedt. Whatever. We wanted to put Klara in second. Wow, funniest thing. Winning our Heat 2 vote. I'm quite surprised by that, honestly. That is... Alright. Okay. Guess we missed the fan favorite in real life then, over in Sweden, by not qualifying her at all. She finished 4th in that heat in real life, of course. Interesting. Melody Festival in Heat 3. We kicked out Teardrops, Rädda Mig, Yeehaw, and Life Again. So this one, I think Darren did this one, so I have no idea about these results. So these are kind of new to me as well, you know. In second place, we put Believe Me, which means that... oh god. I don't mean to judge or anything, but are we really serious with this one? I don't know what to say. Did people watch the performance? I don't want to be mean or like judge whatever you want to vote for. Like, vote for whatever you want, but... yeah, I just simply disagree with that take. Okay, 24 Karat Gold won our Heat 3 vote. Alright. Heat 4. We kicked out Do Good... What? 38 points. Yeah, okay. Yours with 89. Vicious in 4. Okay, so yeah, it's Revolution and Bora. 911 points for Bora Bora Bastu. And in the final... Heat 5. This Dream of Mine in last place, really. Hate You So Much in 5th. Ring Baby Ring in 4th. And Love It by Victoria Silvstedt in 3rd. Second place in this one, we put I'm Yours. I would have loved to see that qualify in real life, actually. It didn't. And Sweden Psycho landslided this heat in our voting. Groot is dissing us. I mean, you really put 24k gold as the winner for Heat 3. How can I not diss you? Like, as a song, as a studio cut, I get it. But we all saw what it looked like and sounded like mainly live, right? Right? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, that's. I'm not taking a look at the 12-point summary in these heats. That you can do that on the website on your own. Let me just block this out now. We're moving on to the next national final, so I need to go back to the admin home. And prepare. We got San Marino up next, and actually, while I just let that load, I will just send a quick little what do you call them? I will basically send over to let's see who blocked my video. Jive, whatever Jive is. I'm just gonna send a little bit of a complaint to them that they should allow my video to be on YouTube. So I'll just do that very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Sorry for doing this live, but the quicker I can get it done, the quicker I can get the video up on YouTube, you know? So yeah. I'm just doing that very quickly. Okay, done. Dusted. Let's take a look. We got San Marino songs here. These are the 20 songs that were in the It Wasn't That Bad Live. Kind of was, Johnny. I suggest you watch it again and update your memory. These are, of course, 20 songs from the San Marino national final. I will be completely honest and say that I don't remember most of them. I watched all of them today, but I found 10 to vote for. I hope like 67 of you, or 66 of you, because myself included, also managed to do that. So let's see. Would we also have picked Tutta l'Italia to represent San Marino this year? Or would we have picked something else? Let's find out. We're starting with not the Belarusian jury, who, of course, you get to vote for 10 songs now in this little voting thing. And Bella Balla gets 8, Storm gets 10, and 12 goes to Tutta l'Italia. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard any of these. Yeah, understanding. If the views drop now massively during the San Marino voting, I would understand it. Yeah, people only know Tutta l'Italia. Karen here gives 8 points to Coralli, 10 points to You Get Me So High, and 12 points to Tutta l'Italia. Are we getting another landslide? Really? Ivanik, next one to vote. These are the first few points there. We got an 8 for Tutta l'Italia, a 10 for You Get Me So High, and a 12 to Bella Balla. And I mean, this is kind of a spoiler, but my 12 is still on 0 points, which is, kind of interesting. I have no idea what like the favorite songs for people were in this national final, but I guess I'm an outlier then. Valdem here gives 10 points to Testa Coda and a 12 to Tutta l'Italia. Jury number 5. I mean, there aren't that many jurors in this one, so I guess this one will be a bit quicker. You can zoom in a bit. All right, will do. There we go. 8 points to You Get Me So High, 10 points to Storm, and 12 to Tutta l'Italia. The thing is, like, when I zoom in, when we look at the standings, though, later on, Darren, that's kind of like, then it's cropped, so, like, you can't see all of it. So it's like different formats, so I have to zoom in and zoom out, But yeah, thank you for reminding me. Now everything looks good, I hope. Tutta l'Italia just got a 12 from Megan's hair, and we already have a Kai type of lead here. 94.44% of the maximum possible points. And NPC just got its first points, so now everyone's off the mark. As San Minhrino gives 12 points to Tutta l'Italia. Don't tell me it was NPC group. You'll find out in 25 jurors' time. Disco Daz is a fan of NPC, as you can see. 8 points to Lorella, 10 points to Bella Balla, and a 12 to Tiki by Bessa. Who is jury number 9? That would be Proper Charlie. And Proper Charlie votes for these songs. Do you remember all of them? Sure you do. E or I gets 8. NPC with a big 10, moving many, many places there. And Lorella with a 12. 10th juror, who is that be? That will be Damiano David. Okay, from Vatican City. 8 points to Testa Coda. 10 points to Mi Vuoi Sposare. And a 12 to You Get Me So High. Okay, next up is Keith. What's up, Keith? These are the first points. I just realized, like, some other songs have started to catch up a little bit on Tutta l'Italia. Are we having a bit of a swing here? Coralli with a 10 there from Keith, and a 12 to Sei Sempre Tu. Nothing for Tutta l'Italia. We're not having a Kai landslide anymore. It just looked like that early on. Tony Johansson from Sweden gives 8 points to Juliet, 10 points to Tutta l'Italia, and 12 points to Solo Fantasia, who moves to the top half with that 12. Next one is Annie. Annie votes for these songs. And Annie also votes for E or I? I don't know. How do you pronounce that title? Is it I or is it E or is it E? 12 points to Ave Maria anyway. Moves to the top of the right side. Madame Maestro, aka Queen of the North. What a name. What a name. Gives 8 points to Sei Sempre Tu. 10 points to Juliet. And 12 points to Tomame las Manos. Still find it wild that David Lindgren and Boris Renier were here. Yeah, that took me by surprise as well when I watched the performances. I was like, I know these guys. What are they doing here? Just vibing. Marco Carterios gives 12 points to E. I think it's the pronoun I. Okay, then I. Going with that. AJ from Northern Ireland. Halfway through the jury vote after this one. Got 8 points for I. 10 points for Mi vuoi sposare. And a 12 to Sei Sempre Tu. Moving to the top half there, up in 7th place. Addy Star from Norway. The next one to vote. Testacoda moving a bunch of places. I getting an 8. Ave Maria getting a 10. And a 12 going to You Get Me So High, who's up on 100 points. Kind of definitely in the mix with Tutta l'Italia for the win here. Anyways, that would be Io in Italian, not just I or Io. But it just says I there. Famicom Guy gives 10 points to By the Way and 12 points to Tutta l'Italia. What's up who's up next? Anna Bucharest. Last on the jury in the Festival Kenges voting. That was a lifetime ago. Storm getting 8 points here. 10 points to Ave Maria. And a 12 going to Tutta l'Italia. Your Italian is pretty good. Grazie. That was correct, right? Aya Nation with the next one to vote here. Get 8 points for Sei Sempre Tu, 10 points for You Get Me So High, and 12 points to Tutta l'Italia, Tutta l'Italia, Tutta l'Italia. Aside from being late today, I totally forgot how to do this live voting since it's been like a month. Yep, understandable. I judge no one except for the people who qualified 24 karat gold in our Melody Festival and voting. Those are the people I vote. I judge. 12 points to Ave Maria. Not that Ave Maria. You know, this is the San Marino Ave Maria. Yeah. You know. Matthew ESC. Lower points on screen. 8 points to The Edge of the World. 10 points to Il Giorno Giusto. And 12 points to I. Dylan from England. Hello. Gives 8 points to Storm. 10 points to Tiki. Tiki moved a lot of places there with a 10. I didn't realize it was that close. Tutta l'Italia with a 12. Your Italian pronunciation is not bad. Would you say that I could even, trick myself into having people think I am Italian? You're giving me ideas. And a lot of hubris? Is that what you say? 12 points to Juliet. Hell yeah. ESC George from Italy. Giusto. Okay, I'll remember that. Giusto. 10 points to Tiki. And 12 points to Storm. Someone save, by the way. Where is it? Oh, it moved one place ahead of NPC now. Cosmic Summers, jury number 26. By the way, racking up points now. Since you said that, Taya. 8 points to Solo Fantasia. 10 points to Bella Balla. And 12 points to Tutta l'Italia, Tutta l'Italia, Tutta l'Italia. Yes. My song I submitted to UVPSM was in the semis group. Really? How does that... Congratulations. That's kind of cool. Where can we find it? Can we find it online? Or how does it work? Let me know. I want the insights. Insider information. Declan the Dinosaur Egg is also the Tutta l'Italia gang, who is now pulling away with a 70-point gap. Is that cool? Yeah, it's cool. I want to know more about it. Can we find it somewhere? Is it on YouTube? And who sang it? Did you, like, how does it work? Arturo Vandelaggio. Very, that's a 12 points, by the way. Taya would be happy to see that. Power Reset, jury number 29. We got 8 points for Tutta l'Italia, 10 points for By the Way, and a 12 to NPC. Interesting top 2 there from Power Reset, whose your favorites aren't doing too well, but they're moving up the ranks, I guess. By the Way is now moving one more place after Elendil's votes. We got a 10 for Juliet, moving 3 places, I want to say, and a 12 to Tutta l'Italia. Next up is Gucci Galaxy. With these as the first few points. Until the end, just got to double digits. Congratulations. Where did the 12 go? It goes to Tutta l'Italia. Because why not? You know? Vibes. Jacob from Germany. The penultimate juror in this one. 1 more point for Until the End. The comeback is on, you know. Where does the 12 go? It goes to Tutta l'Italia. No way. And finally, is yours truly. I also wanted to vote. I'm apparently the 41st time on the jury. And I've missed so many watch-alongs and still somehow I'm 41. Have I really voted in that many? Anyway, my 12 went to Testacoda. So these are the final results of the jury vote. This is, of course, doesn't mean that the results will look like this at the end of it. But for now, Tutta l'Italia is in the lead. 87 points ahead of You Get Me So High. And then Storm is a further 49 behind. Bella Balla and I rounding out the top 5 there. Yeah, that's that for now. Shall we take a look at the televote results? I think we should. First up, Until the End. Let's see how many points. Paco, you will get 50... What? Where did those come from? How did everyone who voted for Until the End just get stacked into the televote? Alright, maybe it can finish not last then. The Edge of the World, 49 televote points, so that's moving ahead of Until the End. A lot of places up, actually. NPC, you need 24 points to not finish last. And you get 41. So sorry Until the End, but you're actually lost. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You know? Mi vuoi sposare. I think this one's kind of low down. I like this one, somewhat. 79 points for it, though. That puts it all the way up into 3rd place. Huh. Très intéressant. It's obviously very close, like the standings from the songs here, kind of in the middle. By the Way just got 124 televote points. It's up in 2nd place. Look at that, Taya. Now you're over the moon, aren't you? It's not going to win, but that's a big televote score. Big. Il Giorno Giusto with only 54. That puts it towards the bottom end of the scoreboard, of course. When everything will shake out, of course. Corali, the next one up to get some points, by Silvia Salemi. 75 televote points for that, and that puts it just 3 points ahead of Mi Vuoi Sposare. Next up is Juliet. Let's see how many points. Juliet gets 73, which puts it on 150. It's so close between these songs. They're barely separated by anything, really. Let's see if Lorella can finish above the competition there that it's been so close to. No, it can't. 48 televote points. That's a low score. It gets beaten by Il Giorno Giusto, even. Interesting. Next up is Tomame las Manos. Can't do my Spanish grammar here. 58 televote points, puts it on 142. So that means that one's losing out a few places as well, of course. Solo Fantasia will get how many points? Marco will get 89 points, which puts it behind, By the Way, ahead of Juliet. How many do we have left? Like 10, maybe? No, this is song number 12 to get some points. Okay. 82 points for Ave Maria, which puts it on 175. Apparently it wins the tiebreak ahead of Solo Fantasia, but they're on the same amount of points. And next up is Tiki. Tiki spot on 100 points, which puts it up in second. Good night, Bastubröder. Have a good one, Lucas. Thanks for tuning in. Sei Sempre Tu, next one to get some points here. 111, that puts it up in the 200s. Not enough to catch Tutta l'Italia, but it's a respectable score, I would say. Testacoda then, my 12 of course. Let's see how many points. 111 as well, so that puts it on 216. Which, you know, it's pretty respectable. It's not gonna win, but it's up there. I will get how many points? 83. That means that it's losing out a few places here. It's gonna finish outside of the top 5, even though it was top 5 in the jury vote. What about Bella Balla then? Questo è quello. 139 televote points puts it not in the lead. It's not winning. It's not winning. It looks like Tutta l'Italia kind of has it in the bag, but either Storm, You Get Me So High, could get a big score here. Storm will get 143. That won't be enough. I mean, it's enough for now, but it's probably going to finish third with that. I'm just guessing, you know. Let's see. You Get Me So High will get how many points? Oh, that's not going to be enough. Nowhere near enough. This is, yeah, Tutta l'Italia has won it. 344 points for You Get Me So High, but that's not going to be enough. Tutta l'Italia, how many points do we have still in it? We have, yeah, they need 76, which they will get. They get 299. Yeah, you see? By the way, went from bottom 5 to 9th. Yeah, that's true. That's quite the swing and upset in the results. And these are, of course, then the final standings for our San Marino national final voting. Tutta l'Italia being a bit of a runaway winner here. You Get Me So High in second place, Storm in third, Bella Balla in fourth, and Testacoda rounding out the top 5. Just ahead of Sei Sempre Tu, Tiki, by the way, and Ave Maria just getting a top 10 spot there due to a tiebreak. And yeah, we can take a look at the further analysis, and I'll remember to zoom out there a little bit so you can see everything. Only 5 people blanked Tutta l'Italia. 35 people gave it 12 points. So yeah, it was quite unanimous in terms of what song was the big favorite here. And we have a few songs towards the bottom here who didn't get any 12s. The highest ranked of them was Coralli in 13th. Yeah, I don't think we need to really look at any more of that. We can take a look at the 12-point summary. You got all of the basic ones, you know, who gave 12 points to Tutta l'Italia. The predictable stuff up here at the bottom, at the top. 5 12s for By the Way, which was the second highest in amount of 12s, interestingly enough. And then you got 4 of them to You Get Me So High. 2 songs with 3 here, Sei Sempre Tu and Tiki. Then a bunch of them getting 2 each here. Wait, did I and Alipan shared a 12, and we were the only 2 who gave 12 points to Testacoda. This is new struck ground, like we've never seen this before, surely. Only me and Alipan. Sometime had to be the first. And then, yeah, we had a few songs there with 1 each as well down here at the bottom. Alright. That's gonna be it for San Marino. One thing I just realized, I like this logo. What is this font? I like the way that looked at the top there. It's a San Marino Song Contest. That's nice. I like the whole kind of wavy thing it's got going on there. Nice. Just gonna block this out while I prepare for the Festival de Canção vote as well. It's gonna be another long one because we have a lot of people voting in this one. Or well, more than San Marino anyway. I gotta say, like doing these like several voting sessions in one night it's getting to me now. Like this is the last one, and it's the last one of the national final season, which I'm quite glad about. I don't know how you've been able to do all of these, Darren. I'm already feeling knackered from it. But we got one more to get through. I will remember to zoom in again, of course. There we go. San Marino was the unifying force. It broke the great Alipan-Groot divide. Indeed. Alright, let's find our final national final winner then for the Groot Division universe. Will it also be Deslocado as in real life, or will we pick something else? We're here to find out. The first one to vote will be Yafil. And Yafil gives these as the first few points. We got an 8 for Henka. We got a 10 for Josh. And the first 12 of our voting to Aminia Casa. That's an unpredictable one. Not too bad. I like that song actually. I really like it. So good pick, I think. Dominic next up here. We got 8 points to Medo. 10 points to Adamastor. And a 12 to Tristeza. Is it still possible to vote? Well, no, because we're already showing the votes. Katie Buoni. The next one to vote here. We got the first. Deslocado is off the mark. Adamastor with an 8. 10 points to Medo. And 12 to... Yeah, you know what song that was, maybe. JC Eurovision fan. Everyone's off the mark. Everyone's gotten points. Happy days. Happy days. Apago Tudo with an 8. Rapsodia da Paz with a 10. And Medo with a 12. Can you sing every song title, please? Medo. Amberza. That's a Tristeza reference. I just know it. Yeah, there we go. Tristeza with another 12. Anyway, Vanokas with the next few points here. We got an 8 points for Kotovia. We got a 10 point for Tristeza. And a 12 points to Medo. Looking like a 2-horse race at the moment. Let's say that much. Thank you very much for the subscription, ESC Orbit. Thank you for joining the happy vibes of this place, hopefully. You'll find it to be that to be the case. Jorge Costa here gives 12 points to Kotovia. Don't, my glasses will break. What did I do? What did I do? I'll stop singing, don't you worry. Jean, the capital of America. There's no Washington here, is there? No. No, Tristeza is not the name of the capital of America. I think. Is it a Lisboa reference? I approve. Salmi Spava will give 8 points to Apagotudu, 10 points to Kotovia, and 12 points to Deslocado, who are not doing too well here in our voting so far, but that's a 12, doubling the points. Legal Maurice, next one to vote. We got 8 points for Calafrio, 10 points to Deslocado, now up in the top half, look at that, and a 12 for Tristeza, which is, putting a bit of a gap up there at the top now. It's a Lisboa reference, yes. Yeah, I was just a bit slow in actually getting that, you know. Rapsodia da Alipaz. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Where does the 12 go? Oh yeah, I'm stupid. He's been saying that like for the past months that it's his favorite. Why am I sitting here like, where does the 12 go? I'm stupid. That's just the way it is, you know. Taya, the next one to vote here. We got 8 points for Emmy Curl. 10 points to Tristeza, and a 12 to Adamastor. Could that be the first 12 to Adamastor? Or second maybe? It's up in 4th place anyway. Priz 0415. Adamastor is getting robbed. I mean, it's in 4th place. Come on, if anything's getting robbed, it's Ninguem down there in last place with 3 points. Tristeza with another 12. Should have named myself Adamastaya. Yeah, that would have been good. Ayo, you know, it's too late to apologize. 8 points for Adamastor, 10 points to Deslocado, and 12 points from Zanoni will go to Rhapsody da Paz. Why, like, Meadow is getting a few blanks here, isn't it? Am I missing something? Stella Mare, next one to vote. We got an 8 for Ninguem. Thank you, Stella Mare. Good to see. Good to see. 12 points to Deslocado, up in 5th there. Anyone else think the staging hurt Josh? Much debate over that. It wasn't the most interesting performance to watch, that's for sure. I like the concept of it, but the execution just, I mean, it wasn't really what I think they kind of said it wanted it to be, I suppose. But I don't know. Samantha here gives 12 points to Kotovia. Hate to say it, but you're all are robbing Henka expectedly. Oh yeah, it's very far down. I actually expected this community to be more for that. I mean, I've been quite clear that I don't particularly enjoy it, but I thought this community definitely did. We got 10 points from Darren here to... yeah, I can't even say that title. But Apago Tudo with a 12 there. I approve. That's a good vibe song. Very good. Good vibes. Good vibes. Medo deserves more blanks. Yeah, and I think if I just hold in on your name, you deserve a little bit of a ban. No, I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 10 points to Deslocado from Jeffrey and a 12 to Kotovia. Alright, next up is Senoir Internet. Lower points right there, as you can see. 8 points to... Okay, Eu sei que o amor. That's the title. And a 12 to Tristeza. Alright, who's up next? Luis is sad for Tristeza. Yeah. I would have... I like Deslocado quite a lot, actually, but... I do think that Tristeza would have made a more interesting Eurovision song, personally. And so does Luis, of course, here, as you can see. Apogo Todo grew on me so quickly, votes changed, let's say. Well, have you changed the votes, though? Or are your votes old? Who knows? Euro gives 10 points to I Wanna Destroy You. And 12 points to Deslocado. Up on 100 points there now, in total. Eu is IU sei que o amor. Okay, I will forget that the next time I say the title. But thank you, Sean. I will I will do my best. No, I won't. I will forget it. But I thank you anyway. Star Ruby gives 12 more points for Josh, who is kind of running away with this as well. We've only really had landslide votings tonight. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? It's me, Adrian. Can you do anything to change that for us? 8 points to Miedo, 10 points to Rhapsodia da Paz, and a 12 to Kotovia. Okay, you're doing your best in making it closer, I suppose. Yorkos 2001, third time on the jury only. Last on the jury for the worst Eurovision song since 2000. I remember we did that, yeah. 10 points to Henka. And a 12 going to Medo. Who's next? That would be Bria Kimchi. And Bria Kimchi will vote for these songs. No movement from this first few votes. No movement for Kotovia either, or Tristeza. And the 12 to... Wait, what did we say? EU? Was it EU? AU sei que o amor. That's it, I think. D. Dot from Czechia gives 10 points to Deslocado. And a 12 points to Medo. Mihailo. Ninguem getting a point. 8 points to Rhapsodia da Paz. 10 points to Adamastor, and a 12 to Tristeza. Okie dokie, that's halfway through the jury vote, and Tristeza is leading by 81 points. Schlager Lucas voting for a lot of the songs on the right side of the scoreboard there. Interesting, très intéressant. With a 10 for Eu sei que amor, and a 12 for Apago Tudo. Lucas is not happy with the current standings of our vote. Wow. Okay. Someone's got to be in the disagreement zone as well, of course. Jere from Germany, the 29th juror. We got a 10 for Adamastor. We got a 12 for Deslocado. So Jere must be over the moon with the real life result here. Next up is Jason from the UK. With 8 points for Ninguem. Moving not moving any places, but getting a lot of points in its attempt to move places. 12 points to Tristeza. Yes. Next up, Groot's grandma, jury number 31. Eight points to Miro. I haven't even realized, but Miro is now up in second. I don't know how that happened, but I'm not complaining personally, you know. Adamastor with a 12 here. Still in 5th place, but it's quite close. Like if Tristeza wasn't in it, would have been pretty close. Elibod, the next one to vote. 8 points to Kotovia. 10 points to Adamastor. And the 12 going to I Wanna Destroy You, who's now in the 100 points club as well. Could definitely get into the top half here very soon. It is indeed my favorite Portuguese entry in many years. Ooh, that's a bit of a tough competition, I think. Like, I'm a sucker for Saudade Saudade, of course. I love that song a lot. So I would probably pick that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would pick that. 12 points to Kotovia here, as we have 21 jurors to go left. Charlie Keat, next one to vote. And these are the lower points. We got an 8 for Adamastor. We got a 10 for Deslocado. And we got a 12 for Tristeza. Okay, 20 jurors to go. Who's the first? I Am Robot. Yes. Lower points right here. We got an 8 for Ninguem. Ninguem is getting like some points here and there. It's starting to catch up. I think Aminia Kaza hasn't gotten any points for an eternity. Kotovia with a 12 there. Bitisdrava feeling Tristeza at Josh not winning. Well, you kind of just gave away your 12, didn't you? But anyway, 8 for Adamastor, 10 for Kotovia. And there we are. It's the first time since 2017, not counting 2020, that Portugal is outside of my top 10. Oh well. You had Portugal 2017 outside of your top 10, Schnitzel. Yet you had Telemovis in your top 10. You and I, this is us. Polar opposites, you know? I'm there, you're there. I fail at giving Peculiar some double... I didn't have time to read that. Sorry. Whoopsie. Dorit, next one to vote. 8 points to Kotovia, 10 points to Adamastor, and a 12 to Tristeza. Portugal is qualifying, I'm so sure of it. I will be here in 3 months saying I told you so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the semi-final it's in, and I don't know the other... Like, I haven't thought about what songs I think will qualify and whatnot, but I would be surprised if Deslocado doesn't qualify. I think it's good. I think it's really good. Tristeza with a 12 from Blaine Lazarev, which means that it's more than 100 points ahead now. Next up is Jose. I don't know. 10 points to Aminakasa. That's the first points in quite a while. And a 12 to Kotovia, which means that it's only 97 points separating the top two now. Really wish we kept our 4-year qualifying streak, but I don't know. I mean, if you're from Portugal, I think you're going to keep it. Why not? You know? 12 points from Joanna goes to I Wanna Destroy You, who's now definitely kind of confirmed its place on the top half. Unfortunately, I think it's cooked. Well, what if I say that it's boiled? What do you say then, huh? Yeah. You didn't think about that, did you? Crimson gives 10 points to Deslocado and a 12 to Rapsodia da Paz. Watch any semi-recap. Deslocado stands out like crazy just by being chill and cozy. I'll do that once I've listened to all of the songs, I think. I don't even think like all of the songs are out yet, are they? I don't think so. Most of them are, probably. Arthur Fonseca dos Vandelinos. Great name, thank you. Adamastor got a 12. Well, yeah. Pie Man from Portugal. With these as the points. Apago Tudo moving one place. Nothing else moving anything. Nothing else moving anything. Where does the 12 go? Tristeza. Let's just say it's simmering. Alright. Agree to... We'll land on that. That's our compromise, you know? Krishna wants to destroy you. I'm sure you do after where we've placed your favorite song in the selection, Krishna. But, ayo, life goes on. Let's see it. Where does the 12 go? There we are. I want to destroy you. Only France and Georgia left. Like, what's up with Georgia is every year they're the last. I remember the first time I was actually like keeping up with when the songs were released for Eurovision was 2017. And they were, I think, the second song released was from Georgia. And every year since then, they're like the last every single year, I think anyway. Dr. Seger, 12 points to Deslocado, taking a Napa after staying until 3 a.m. Weistrish, 19, the next juror here. We got 8 points for Tristeza, 10 points for Miedo, and a 12 to Kotovia, taking a Napa. Yeah, taking a Napa, that's a good gag. I like it. I like it. I'll give it a solid 9 out of 10. You know, Portugal, kings and queens as always. Parentheses Lycan. Yeah, I do love me some Portugal in Eurovision for sure. 12 points to Deslocado. Happy days. It's definitely very close, like for third place here. Third, fourth, and fifth are so tight, so close to each other. First kind of on its own, and then second kind of on its own. Eris Stew. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like. 12 points to Ninguem. Aha. Very close now in the battle for last place. Georgia released early in 2017 because they had a national final. The fact that I just like throw out a random thing that I'm thinking about, and then someone of course has the stats and the information on it. That's kind of, I feel like I'm a bit spoiled. It's like I have ChatGPT in my chat, you know. Miedo got a 12 from Miguel here. First time juror in a non-ESC watch along. Welcome. Katrina next up. And these are the first few points. 8 points to Peculiar, 10 points to Jessica, and a 12 to Henka, who is, Henka can't catch the top 5 in the jury vote, but of course, like the more points we're racking up in the jury vote, the easier it can be to catch in the televote. Makes sense, yes, I know. Elendil, next one to vote here. We got a 10 for Apago Tudo, and a 12 for Josh. Okay. Two voters to go. World Sasuri first, and then it will be me, you know, because that's how it works. The lower points are on there. Calafrio got an 8. Deslocado got a 10. And Miedo got a 12. You could say this third place is quite peculiar. I would like to change that now to the current fourth place Taya, because I think that's where you will find it to be. My points are on screen here now, of course, as well. And yeah, I'm quite in agreement with our current top 3. Let's just say that much. Those would be the songs that I wanted to vote for as well. These are the... No. Alright, yeah, these are the standings of the jury vote. We see that Tristeza is leading, ahead of Kotovia, Miedo, Adamastor, Deslocado, and I Wanna Destroy You. That's our top half. And then the others are on the bottom half. You can take a look at yourself. And now let's see the televote. Ninguem, we'll start with that one, will get 53 televote points, which means that it's over 100. Good stuff. Alright, Ninguem, over 100 points. Can it beat Amina Kaza? Yes, it can. Wow, 29. What happened there? No support in the televote. The televote just hated that. Oh, okay. AU Seikeo Amor got 82 televote points here. Puts it up into the top half even, actually. There we are. Okay, Rapsodia da Paz. The next one. 151 televote points. We're getting bigger and bigger scores now. Up into third place it goes. Apago Tudo. Hoping for a big score here, like 500 or 135. Oh, it's gonna get beaten by Rhapsody of the Paz there. 268 in total for Apago Tudo. Calafrio, next one to get some points. Calafrio will get 147, which puts it... yeah, it's probably going to finish 7th. Yeah, it's definitely finishing 7th. I Want to Destroy You next. Gets 224 televote points. It's not going to be enough to win. But it's respectable. Deslocado, can it get a top 5 finish? Or even more? Deslocado will get 266 televote points. That bodes well for a top 5. It's definitely a top 5. I'm chatting nonsense here. It's confirmed in the top 5, but it could finish even higher, you know. Adamastor gets 255, which means that it finishes 2 points ahead of Deslocado. Interesting. Yeah, but that's it. Medo, the third in the jury vote, will get 291 televote points, which puts it up in the lead. 564 points in total. It's not going to win with that, but could it get second? Kotovia will get how many points? 383, which means that Kotovia has confirmed its place in the top 2. How many points does Tristeza need? It needs 314. Yep, 314 televote points. It's definitely getting that, but still, drum roll. Only 349. I thought there were more left. It was a bit closer than I expected it to be, honestly. Like, Kotovia definitely won the televote there, but Tristeza won in total. 36 points was only the difference. Huh. I didn't think it was going to be that close, but there we are. These are the final standings of our Festival da Canção vote as well. We'll take a little look at the detailed results there. You can see Tristeza at the top. Actually, more people voted for Kotovia than they did for Tristeza. But yeah, 28 12s to Josh kind of sealed the deal, I suppose. Everyone got 12s, which is always lovely to see. And yeah, you can see those are the standings there. Let's take a little bit of a look at the 12-point summary here. We got all of the 12s to Tristeza up there. 18 of them to Kotovia. 14 of them to Deslocado. 13 of them to Medo. Then a few less here, like the single-digit amount of 12s. 9 of them Kotovia. Emphasis on last part. Okay. I'll try and remember it. I Want to Destroy You got 9. Adamastor with 7. Apago Tudo with 6. Rhapsody da Paz with 5. Calafrio with 4. All of those being in the televote. 2 each for Eu Sei Que O Amor and Ninguém. And then the Soul 12 for Amina Casa there from Yafil, who wasn't Yafil our first voter? I think like it was like we're starting off with a 12 and then nothing else. No more 12s after that. Ayo. That's the way it is. Kotovia got 18 12s. I'm just kind of trying to highlight the fact that I know how to pronounce it now. Maybe. Let's take a look as well at the semifinal results here. We had a semifinal 1 voting. I think I missed both of these. Yeah, I definitely did. Yeah, so if we got to pick, or if my community got to pick, I should say, I wasn't part of it, Ninguém and Amina Casa wouldn't have been in the final. Instead, these are the standings basically. We'll just go through them and reveal them one by one. In 6th place, we would have qualified Eu Sei Que O Amor. In 5th place, we would have qualified Calafrio. Both of those, of course, were in the final in real life as well. In 4th, we would have qualified Aisenor, who of course was not in the final in real life. I quite like that song. I haven't watched the performance of it, so I wouldn't know, but I like the song quite a bit. In 3rd place, we would have qualified Adamastor. In 2nd, Lisboa, which is, without a doubt, we can just announce that Tristeza would have won this semifinal. But the fact that Lisboa did not qualify in real life... No, you know what? I'm not going to go on a tangent. No. Why bother? It was arguably, I want to go as far and to say that it's my favorite song from the entire national final season this year. Like, just from a studio cut, that's the one. It did not qualify for the final in Festival de Canção. The live performance was, I mean, the staging was underwhelming, I guess. It wasn't that interesting, but it's still my favorite song of the season. So, what do we do with that? I don't know. Anyway, all of you wanted to put it through, so thank you for that. Except for the 10 people who blanked it. We need to have a talk. Let's take a look at the semifinal 2 results. We didn't want to qualify really? Wait. You out there. I mean, I can't point at myself because I wasn't part of the voting. I should suit myself. But you did not want to qualify Apago 2, though. Wow. I thought that was so much fun, though. Okay. Let's see which 6 and in what order you all wanted to qualify from the second semifinal. 6th place was Rapsodia da Paz. Who names their group Capital de Bulgaria, but they aren't actually from Bulgaria. I think her name is Sofia, so she's trying to be a bit cheeky and funny, but I mean, it's kind of like a bit of one of those gags, but I think that's the reason. Anyway, Rapsodia da Paz qualified as the 6th place. In 5th, I hate that when folks say we need to talk. Okay, we don't need to talk. I'm talking to myself. 5th place, I Wanna Destroy You. Only 7 points actually behind 4th place here, who was Responso a Muller, which of course did not qualify in real life. In 3rd place, we had Miedo. Only 4 points behind Deslocado. And that means, of course, that the winner from the second semifinal was Kotovia. Kotovia. There we go. Yes. And that's that. Right? Groot is out of sync with Groot Division. Yeah, I've been very out of sync this year with the community, but that's all fine. All fine and dandy. Thank you either way for being with me all throughout this evening, of course, but throughout the whole national final season. There's been a lot of stuff going on throughout the whole thing, and then, I kind of just disappeared for quite a while of it. The national final season takes a toll on me anyway. It's taken so much time, and I realized like that on my health as well. I was just, all of my focus all the time was on national finals, and I did not. That wasn't good for me. So I'm kind of happy that it's over, if I'm completely honest. Maybe that's a terrible thing to say, but I am happy that it's over. Now all focus is, of course, on whatever happens in May with Eurovision 2025. Hopefully it's going to be a good year of Eurovision. Hopefully it's going to be a chill year, less infected than what 2024 was, because 2024 was a terrible time to be a Eurovision fan. At least for me, I felt so I wouldn't say depressed, because that's kind of an extreme word, but I was just so out of touch with it, and I didn't want to associate myself with it. So hopefully none of that this year. Hopefully just good vibes. And hopefully all of you will join me for those good vibes. Is there going to be a voting with all of our national final winners? We should make that together. Like, I should start to prepare that, to just kind of create a show with all of our final winners, and then we can have a little voting, because that's of course only one voting. When we do these, like there were 3 votings in a row tonight, that my head is feeling it. Let's just say that much. Now I will be telling you good night. And in case you haven't got enough of me tonight, I think most of you have, but in case you haven't, there will be a song review appearing in a few minutes on my channel. Hopefully. So be on the lookout for that if you want to watch that. If not, good night. Take care of yourselves, and have a great one. I will do my best to be my jolly old self come the Basel contest. Yes, do that. All right, good night everyone. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been great, and take care. Bye bye.